What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RV Tips and Travels. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to take this shoe storage and turn it into this. What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is doing well. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to increase the storage area where your shoes go in your travel trailer. Now, this modification is specific to the Grand Design Imagine series trailers, but if you don't have a Grand Design Imagine series trailer, stick around anyway because you may have a setup similar to this one here. And if you do, you may be able to get some more storage out of it as well. So here's a picture of what the shoe storage area in the Grand Design Imagine trailers looks like from the factory. They give you this area at the bottom. It's not very tall and you're only gonna get 2, maybe 3 pair of shoes in there. The odd thing about this area is that if you look underneath the shoe area, there's still a bunch of room. So essentially what we're gonna be able to do is cut this face out, raise the space, be able to put a shelf in, and now you'll have an area that you can put your shoes on the floor and you can put shoes on your shelf. So unfortunately, when I made this modification a couple years ago, I did not film it. We're gonna pretend that this piece of cardboard is the factory wood panel that comes from Grand Design that goes all the way down to the bottom. The first thing you wanna do is you wanna measure from the floor underneath your shoe storage all the way up to the top of where that shoe storage ends. It's gonna be higher than what the actual opening is. So I'll measure mine and it comes out to about 14 inches. Then all you're gonna do next is take some tape and mark off 14 inches from the floor on the outside panel. The next step is to cut this piece of panel out across the bottom of this tape line, and you can use a Dremel with a cutting bit, a small cutoff wheel, whatever tools you may have. Now, once you pop that piece of panel off, you will notice that you still have framing on the sides and you have framing on the bottom. You'll also have a piece of panel wood in the back that you'll need to cut out as well. This is what everything will look like once the wood has all been cut out. And also I want to mention, do not remove this piece of wood down here on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. This is going to act as a leg for the shelf that we're going to put in. Now I want to take a step backwards. Do you remember that piece of bottom wood framing that we took out? What you want to do is, after you cut that out, raise that back up and stick it at the top here between these 2 pieces of paneling. And you can mount this to the side framing just using a couple screws. This will help add support that we've taken out. So once you do get everything cut out, you're gonna see this unfinished piece of wood over here on the side. All you have to do is take the piece of panel that you cut out, cut a small piece, put some wood glue on the back of it with some clamps, and you'll have a perfect match to cover that unfinished area up. The next thing you'll want to do is cut out a shelf. So you just take some measurements of the inside area here, cut your shelf, and then what I did was make a couple legs for the shelf underneath and stain those to match the color. Finally, the last step, I just found this piece of 90-degree angled wood trim. I put that on the top and just ran a couple staples up through that support beam that we moved, and that's it. It's a pretty simple modification. You don't have to be a master craftsman or a master woodworker to complete this modification. And honestly, you can do the trim pieces a little bit differently. You can do the shelf a little bit differently, the legs to the shelf differently, whatever you want to do. You could even put a cabinet face on here if you want. So hopefully you got a lot of good ideas from this. As far as staining this wood, in the darker wood Imagine series trailers, I found that there's 2 stains that work pretty well. One of them is called Ebony by Minwax and the other one is a Cappuccino by Minwax. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more camping and RV related videos, click that red subscribe button so you can see all of our other videos. As always, we'll put links to the products shown in this video down below in the video description and the comments. If you guys want to go ahead and check those out. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.